By 1994, things were going great for LEGO Pirates. Between a fantastic assortment of pirate sets and the success of 2 Imperial factions, the theme was off to a great start. But instead of resting on their laurels, the LEGO Group did the exact opposite, as they created a brand new group of characters for their pirate world, the Islanders, which we'll be diving into on today's episode of LEGO Pirates Retrospect. Led by King Kahooka, the Islanders appeared in 6 sets in 1994, and 1 in 1995. These playsets were a nice break from the sets fans were used to receiving, whether those be Imperial bases or pirate ships. These sets were colorful, came with fantastic figures, and ultimately expanded the world of LEGO Pirates. The red featured in so many of these sets pairs great with the green foliage, and I love the boats and shields used by the Islanders, along with the simple yet special statues included in this theme. On the topic of expanding the world of LEGO Pirates, something that made the addition of the Islanders to LEGO Pirates so exciting was the fact that they were not going up against Captain Redbeard's crew in the sets, as they were instead fighting Captain Ironhook and his band of pirates. Ironhook, originally featured in 1992's Raft Raiders and later in 1993's Renegade Runner, was the main adversary of the Islanders, as he and his crew were the ones that invaded their home. But before we can dive deeper into the Islanders, it's essential that we answer this question: who is Captain Ironhook? The simple answer is, he's a rival pirate of our dear Captain Roger Redbeard. The more complicated answer is, well, we don't exactly know. Between there being theories that he's Roger's estranged brother, or a member of his crew that went rogue, the facts become a bit blurry when you start trying to answer this question. On the other hand, there is source material that refers to Ironhook as Captain Redbeard. After all, the two share the same face, and both have a missing hand and leg. But for the sake of today's retrospect, I'm going to go with the most common opinion on Ironhook, which is that he's a rival pirate, and the first to invade the Islanders. Ironhook, joined by First Mate Rummy and others that appeared in Captain Redbeard's crew, came for the Islanders' treasure, and to say they arrived outnumbered would be an understatement. Unlike the pirates, the Islanders used bows, arrows, and spears, along with canoes and catamarans. Their treasure, which moved around between the Enchanted Island, Forbidden Cove, and King Kahooka's throne, was always well guarded, not only by the Islanders, but also by the crocodiles that surrounded their home. In addition, the crocodile cage proves that the Islanders were successful in capturing some pirates. And interestingly enough, none of the box art shows Ironhook's crew departing with the treasure. Now, of course, you cannot create lore based on box art alone, but this seemingly unsuccessful mission raises questions on the fate of Ironhook's crew. One set in particular, Treasure Chest, the Lone Islander set released in 1995, shows King Kahooka and a male Islander attacking some sort of small hideout that Ironhook is camped out at. Now, the importance of this set is not to be ignored. In addition to it being the final Islanders set, it also was the first time we saw the Islanders go on the offensive during their short run. Every other build showed them defending their home with ease. But in this one final set, that changes. And what I'm about to suggest may change your view of LEGO Pirates forever. I think there's a chance that King Kahooka and the Islanders not only defeated Ironhook's crew, but in fact terminated them. First off, we know that Ironhook and his crew were outnumbered from the jump, as again, they came ready to fight with a few small ships. Nothing impressive, especially when compared to the vessels used by the Islanders. Second of all, this treasure was extremely well guarded, and we never see it in the possession of Ironhook's crew. Even in the final Islanders set, the treasure included is not theirs. Thirdly, this would explain Roger Redbeard's new crew that arrived in 1996. His old crew did not retire. They were dead. In my opinion, I think Ironhook's crew were defeated with ease by the Islanders, and the treasure chest set shows the hunt down King Kahooka and an Islander went on in order to rid the region of this pirate crew. So, what happened to the Islanders after? As always, this dark theory is just that, a theory. But if we're to play along with this belief of mine, I would not be surprised if Redbeard was behind this in some way. Some sources point to Redbeard and Kahuka as great friends, even sharing the same birthday, and I would not be surprised if Redbeard recruited Kahuka to take out this pirate crew that might have betrayed him. But at the same time though, a LEGO commercial does exist where Redbeard invades the islands, so I could also see Redbeard using Ironhook as bait, so that he could later swoop in and easily acquire the treasure. On the topic of Redbeard though, we cannot ignore the final appearance of the Islanders to date, that being the inclusion of a statue similar to the one from King Kahuka's throne in 2020's Pirates of Barracuda Bay. This does confirm some sort of interaction between Redbeard and Kahuka. Can this shipwreck-turned base reveal why Redbeard switched to the Skull Eyes schooner, while also explaining how he and Kahuka met and maybe even became friends? Possibly. Again, we don't know, as perhaps Redbeard did defeat Kahuka, and maybe made the islands his new home. But between the inclusion of this legendary statue in 2020 and the Island Warrior from Collectible Minifigure Series 11, which confirmed previous negative conflicts between the Islanders and an unspecified set of Imperials, there's one thing we do know. It's that the Islanders still exist in the hearts and minds of LEGO Pirates fans new and old, just as they should.